Hi, my name is Victoria Chang, and I'm going to read this poem called Privacy. Privacy died on December 4th, 2015. My child brought a balloon that said, "Get well soon," to the gravesite. This time, Peter Manning lay next to my mother, a stranger so close to her. Before this other stone appeared, my mother's stone was still my mother because of the absence around her. The appearance of the new stone and the likeness to her stone implied my mother was a stone too, that my mother was buried under the stone too. On the day of the burial, I hired a Chinese priest. I couldn't understand many of his words because they were not about food. The men who had dug up the dirt stood with their shovels and waited. I looked at their eyes for any sign of drowning. Then I noticed that one man's body didn't have a shadow, and when he walked away, the grass didn't flatten. His shovel was clean. I suddenly recognized this man as love. This poem is a part of a series of poems that all look kind of like this. They're obituaries and from my book Obit, and I wrote them maybe 8 months or so after my mother passed away from a longer illness called pulmonary fibrosis. And my father, in the meantime, was also sick. He had a stroke around that time. And so for me, grieving wasn't one catastrophic event. It was kind of little bits and small pieces and fragments of things dying. And so this poem is a part of that series, and there are just a bunch of other things like my mother's lungs, language, memory, form, appetite, um, the obituary writer, America, for me during that time period. And even now, since my father's still alive but still sick, there are still little bits of things that are passing on a daily basis. And so that's where these poems were inspired from.